The world of crime has its legends, and among them, the names of fugitives stand tall, etched into the records of law enforcement's greatest challenges. These are individuals who've eluded capture for years, even decades, taunting authorities and evading justice. In this criminal escape, you'll meet figures like William Blackledge, the elusive drug lord, David Wolf Carroll, a man whose ties to biker gangs and underworld dealings are shrouded in myth and mystery. And who could forget the chilling tale of Paul Merle Ade, a fugitive charged with a gruesome murder who vanished into the abyss for almost 2 decades, and much more. Let's delve into the details of these notorious criminals one by one. David MacDonald Carroll, alias Wolf Carroll. David MacDonald Carroll, known by his infamous alias Wolf, began his journey into the criminal world from humble beginnings. He was born on April 1st, 1952, in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada. His early life held promise, but took a dark turn as he ventured into a life of crime. Wolf Carroll's criminal involvement began when he assumed the role of leader within a local biker gang known as the 13th Tribe. This gang had close ties to the Montreal underworld and formed an alliance with the Hells Angels, one of the most notorious outlaw motorcycle clubs in the world. Carroll's ascent within this criminal record was marked by his association with the Hells Angels, and he soon became a key figure in their ranks. One of the most infamous events associated with David Wolf Carroll was his involvement in the Lennoxville Massacre, which occurred in March 1985. During this violent incident, he faced charges of first-degree murder for his actions. The massacre was a brutal clash involving various biker gangs, resulting in multiple fatalities. David Wolf Carroll's criminal activities extended far beyond his past involvement with the 13th Tribe and the Hells Angels. He was implicated in controlling a drug pipeline stretching from Halifax to Montreal and maintained connections with the Rizzuto crime family. In 1997, Carroll was believed to own land for condo development in Saint-Sever and several nightclubs in Montreal, amassing considerable wealth. However, his criminal endeavors led to feuds and violent confrontations with former allies who formed rival groups, further cementing his status as a wanted fugitive. Over the years, there were numerous rumored sightings of Carroll. He was believed to have been seen in the West Indies between 2001 and 2009. And he was reportedly spotted in British Columbia and Ontario. The last confirmed sighting of David Wolf Carroll was reportedly in Australia in 2012. Despite the passage of time and his ability to evade capture for decades, the pursuit of Carroll has not waned. William Blackledge. William Blackledge's criminal journey began in the late 1980s, where he emerged as a prominent figure in the world of drug trafficking. Hailing from Kernlanner's he quickly transitioned into the criminal underworld, setting the stage for his notoriety. Blackledge's criminal ascent was greatly influenced by his association with the Cali Cartel, one of Colombia's most infamous drug smuggling organizations. Based in Cali, Colombia, this cartel was a dominant force in the global cocaine trade, at its peak controlling a staggering 80% of the market and amassing billions of dollars in annual revenue. Blackledge's role as a middleman between the cartel and international criminal organizations solidified his position as a valuable asset to the drug traffickers. His connections to this powerful cartel opened doors to substantial drug trafficking operations across North America. The zenith of William Blackledge's notoriety came when he formed a partnership with the Hells Angels, a notorious outlaw motorcycle club. This alliance allowed the Hells Angels to import massive quantities of cocaine from South America, further entrenching Blackledge's position as a pivotal figure in the drug trade. One of Blackledge's most remarkable abilities was his capacity to elude law enforcement's grasp and seamlessly relocate to different countries as authorities closed in. When the Canadian Mounties were closing in on the drug smuggling operation in Canada, Blackledge managed to escape to Florida. Despite the mounting charges and potential sentences of up to 60 years in prison if captured and convicted, he continued to stay one step ahead of the authorities. Blackledge's uncanny ability to disappear when law enforcement drew near led to his reputation as an elusive drug lord. In recent times, the hunt for William Blackledge has intensified, with his name ascending to the top of Interpol's most wanted list. At 70 years of age, he continues to evade capture, defying law enforcement's attempts to locate him. The challenges of tracking him down are exacerbated by the mere existence of 2 grainy photos of him and his capability to maintain a life of anonymity. While it has been suggested that he may currently reside in Cyprus, the pursuit of this elusive fugitive has faced questions about its feasibility, given his advanced age and his long history of eluding authorities. Paul Merle Ade. In 2001, a chilling and brutal murder sent shockwaves through the local community of Mesa, Arizona. Cynthia Garcia, a courageous individual who had dared to criticize the criminal activities taking place at a Hells Angels clubhouse, found herself embroiled in a fatal confrontation with 2 Hells Angels members, including Paul Merle Ade. The altercation escalated to horrifying levels as Ade and his fellow Hells Angel, Kevin Agostinia, savagely assaulted Garcia. They relentlessly punched her in the face and stomped on her head until she lost consciousness.
And brutally beat and repeatedly stabbed a 44-year-old woman, a mother of 6, named Cynthia Garcia. This during a 2001 party at the Hells Angels Mesa clubhouse. They then dumped Garcia's nearly decapitated body near Usury Pass.
Subsequently, they heartlessly tossed her still-living but unconscious body into the trunk of a car. Ade's indictment was as grave as the crime itself. He faced charges related to drug trafficking and RICO violations, including his involvement in the horrific murder of Cynthia Garcia in 2001. Despite the heinous nature of his alleged crimes, he was released on bond, fitted with an ankle monitor, and allowed to remain at large due to his minimal criminal history. In a shocking turn of events, Ade managed to cut off his ankle monitor and escape, leaving law enforcement stunned and bewildered. His escape marked a significant failure in the justice system's efforts to hold him accountable for the gruesome murder and drug trafficking charges against him. For nearly 2 decades, Paul Merle Ade successfully maintained an elusive life as a fugitive, continuing to evade law enforcement's grasp. He was spotted in various locations, including rumored stints in the Dominican Republic and Mexico. Despite numerous sightings and reported encounters, Ade remained a master of disappearing into the shadows. A turning point in the pursuit of Paul Merle Ade came when U.S. Marshals, acting on a lead, managed to obtain crucial information on his whereabouts and alerted Mexican authorities. The operation culminated in his arrest near Rosarito, Baja California, Mexico, after 17 years of being on the run. Ade's return to the United States marked the beginning of his legal reckoning, as he faced a litany of charges, including first-degree murder and drug trafficking. Randy Jorger. Randy Jorger's journey into the criminal world began when he became associated with the Outlaws motorcycle gang. He eventually ascended to the position of Midwest president within this notorious gang, a title that brought notoriety and power. Jorger's involvement in various criminal activities, including murder, firearms and explosives violations, arson and narcotics trafficking, led to the authorities' suspicions. He faced a warrant for his arrest, dated back to June 2, 1997, as law enforcement sought to bring him to justice. Randy Jorger's status as a fugitive persisted for almost 2 decades, making him one of America's longest-standing fugitives. His ability to evade law enforcement for such an extended period solidified his status as a legendary fugitive, and he was placed on the U.S. Marshals list of 15 most wanted fugitives in 2004. Eventually, the long arm of the law caught up with Randy Jorger when Mexican authorities, in cooperation with U.S. Marshals, managed to locate and apprehend him near Rosarito, Baja California, Mexico. This arrest marked the end of Jorger's nearly 2-decade-long evasion as a fugitive, and he was extradited to the United States to face a litany of charges. Which of these intriguing figures made the most impact on you? Give us your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this gripping journey through the lives of notorious fugitives. If you found their stories as captivating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. And remember, the pursuit of justice never ends. Stay tuned for more thrilling tales.